Hello, everyone. We are back. This is day 3 of the International Roofing Expo. We are broadcasting live from the Coffee Shop soundstage. My name is Karen Edwards, and I'm sitting here with Ken McLaughlin of S-5. Ken, welcome.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a show, right? How's it been?
Fantastic. People on the floor, amazing. All over the country. It's been a fantastic turnout. The weather leaves a little bit to be desired.
I know.
Other than that, we're okay.
It's going to be real nice here next week.
It's great snow weather in Texas.
I hear they're getting some of that in different parts of Texas. But yeah, so let's talk about though S-5 and what you're talking about in your booth at the show.
Yeah, so S-5, we're debuting our new 2.0 color guard system, which we're really excited to do. We listened to contractors for several years, got a whole bunch of ideas, came back with a system that we feel addressed all of those, and we've just got fantastic response out of it.
Yeah, so explain this to me.
Yep, so the same look as it's always been with increased efficiency. So we had a couple different things that we talked about with it. So the bar itself, looking from the ground, is the same. So we're looking at this piece. The hardware and the way that we attach, we've made it easier and faster for the contractor. So a couple different things. We added a Torx bit to the top of the M8 bolt, so we're using one tool to put everything on.
Nice.
So no more two tools. We changed the VersaClip, which was a lot of engineering. We had customers that had specific concerns, and they said, we want to really look at this different, and we want to be able to do this faster. So the VersaClip allows us to put all the clamps on the seams ahead of time, come back with the clips and go directly to it.
Oh.
So versus the old way where we had to preload everything, which was fantastic, still worked really good, was modular, but now everything can be done ahead of time. Exactly. So string line clamps, put the bar up, screw it down, and away you go. And then we've changed a couple other pieces with that as well. The snow clip on the back, which is this piece that we're talking about here, we've added that so it can be added post, because that's what a lot of people do, is they say, I don't want it, and then they want to add it, and then it's difficult, so we made that easier to do at the same time. So,
oh my gosh,
it's crazy we listen.
I know. I think it's always wonderful when, the manufacturers listen.
Yeah.
Because it's the contractors that are out in the field, they're working with it every day, and they're the best place to get that. If it was just this little change, I think it would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so this sounds like it's going to be saving time.
Entirely. Yeah. I think, and we don't have a whole bunch of field studies on it yet, but we know the engineering's there. We know the innovation's there. We're waiting to do some more field trials to see how much it increases it. We know it's going to increase it.
Right.
That's the great thing for us.
Yeah.
So we're excited.
Exciting. And then is this?
That is the newest, greatest piece. So the biggest problem we used to fight a lot of times with splices when they hit a seam. So we used to have to pull the bar off, cut it in place. Mm-hmm. Now with this new internal splice, we start at one place and we go through the whole piece because it's built into the rail. So expansion, contraction built in, holds the pieces together. Same color guard front where we get to insert the color into it.
Yeah. Okay. And then talk about any additional features and benefits. No infield cutting.
Yep.
Customizable, versatile. Unparalleled performance, and it looks good.
Yeah, and it looks good. The biggest thing for a contractor is they can have some of this in their plant, and when somebody needs some of it, they can apply it, because the color they install by themselves. It's a 2-inch insert for it, and it works fantastic. The clamps, we have different clamping systems, and we have a whole engineering system and a calculator online that they can go online and do all the back work for this. So they can actually have an engineered system. So
nice. Well, so we talk a lot about the snow retention and that it's not really part of the building code.
It isn't.
And I think that's a problem.
Yeah. So for years, S-5 was started 33 years ago by Rob Haddock, and everybody in the industry knows him. He's a forensic consultant, pardon me. But he literally looked at it and said, I need a solution to this problem on his own jobs, and he was fighting through it. And it's still it's not addressed well in the code. Mm-hmm. It's a life safety thing, which is really important, but most code doesn't address it. It's kind of an afterthought. So what we try to talk with major manufacturers, and most of the major manufacturers in the U.S. have partnered with us, but we're a global company, so now we actually have global representation with that as well. So
that's global. Wow. Yeah, it's the best ideas are typically developed by a contractor or someone who's out in the field working, and they have a problem and they need a solution, and sometimes they can't find it, so they make it themselves.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow. 33 years later.
Thir- 30, 33 year plus years later, yeah, and we're here. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
So what kind of conversations are you having with contractors that are coming to your booth? What are they asking? What do they want to know about?
Yeah, so the great thing, and if you haven't been by the booth, please stop by, but we've got life safety out there that we don't make the life safety, but we partner with companies that do it. We've got walkways and access that are there. Another product that we have is this product that's listed below, which is this here, which is Gripper Fix.
It's new.
Yeah, it's a newer product for us. It actually came out of our European markets and actually Australian markets where they wanted to mount the small mechanical units, the HVAC units on a roof.
Yeah.
And they needed a way to do it, and that's what this was done. But this fits with Starlink. I'll date myself, the old satellite dishes.
Oh, the old satellite dishes.
Yeah, the old satellite
Yep.
dishes. I said satellite
It's right
dish in
there.
a training, and a guy looked at me and said, "You're old." But so anything you have to attach to your roof, whether it's conduit, whether it's gas lines, whether it's feed lines, mechanical units, boxes, anything
wow.
you do, we can do all of that. And it gets rid of things like the old way that we used to do dishes, where you had a galvanized angle frame, and then depending on how much you thought you needed cinder blocks to hold it in place.
Wow,
So now we have an
yeah.
engineered application that provides a solution to the problem.
Yeah.
And it can be used both on exposed fastener and it can be used on standing seam.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
I love it. Anything else new?
Just our team. Our team's
Yeah,
growing. It's
yeah.
crazy. We just had our summit meeting, which was our sales group and engineering group, and we had people from all over the world.
Wow.
It's amazing to see people come by and they think, well, here's S-5, and they do some stuff in other countries, but we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So if you've got a problem, you need some help, you want innovation, call us.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And if you are coming out to the show today, do you know your booth number?
Not off the top of my head, and you can ask
I think
important.
it's on your
It's
badge.
on this one, yes.
Here we go. 19078.
So here's even the better thing. You walk in the big door, look for the big gold mountain, and that's us.
Yeah. Yeah. Your booth does stand out.
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
easy to spot, right in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
Awesome. Well, and if you're not at the International Roofing Expo this year, just go to Roofers Coffee Shop. S-5 has a directory, has all this information, has their contact, links to their website, so you can visit them there. Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you very much for doing this. Thank you for supporting the industry.
Yeah, it was great to have you here, and thank you all out there for watching. Don't go away, though, because we're going to be doing this all day until the end of the show. So we